Over 10 doctors rushed into my room and I was wondering what was going on. So have you ever wondered what it's like to give birth in the UK? Yeah, so I was pregnant from Nigeria, so I did not attend my entire antenatal in the UK. I attended my antenatal in Nigeria, and then when I came to the UK and had to go to the hospital and all of that for the final batch of the antenatal and stuff, I had to give them records of my antenatal appointments in Nigeria. They requested for all those records because they needed to know the history of my health, know if I'm allergic to this or that, the child health, and all of that. So they even asked me what gender I was expecting, and of course, yes, I did. My gender, what's the word? I don't know. I checked in Nigeria to find out what the gender of my baby was, and they had told me a girl, but you know what it's like in Nigeria. If you know, most times they'll tell you it's a girl, you go, you buy stuff like female stuff, pink stuff, and then only to give birth later and find out that it's a boy. So when they even asked me what gender I was expecting, I told them I don't know. And in my mind, I just said I don't know. I thought we could check, but they said it was too late to check, so I should just expect the surprise. But deep in my mind, yeah, I felt it was a girl. I kind of believed it. Matter of fact, I even did my scan in 2 different places just to be sure if it was correct. But they both said it was a girl, so I was just open-minded, although I told them I don't know, just to see if they could run another one for me. But they said no, I had to wait for the surprise. So yeah, I waited. So I think when I was 39 weeks, no, I wasn't up to 39 weeks, I was around 38 weeks, I went for my scan, and during the scan, they told me that considering my height and my weight, the baby is too small. So we can't wait till 40 weeks because it's going to be quite risky if we wait till 40 weeks to have the baby. So I said, that's fine. Of course, that was going to ease off. I was quite lucky during the pregnancy. I didn't experience all those morning sickness as I don't even know what it means. So what morning sickness means. I was lucky throughout my pregnancy except for the heartburns, and also when they said I was going to have the baby before 40 weeks, around 39 weeks, I said, yeah, that's cool. At least my heartburn would come to an end. So we came back to the hospital. Yeah, when I was 39 weeks, they gave me an appointment. Here you don't just walk into the hospital and, except it's an emergency thing, you don't just walk in and go to see the doctor. You need to book an appointment so they know they're expecting you. Yeah, so we came for my appointment. Of course, they checked the baby's heartbeat. Maybe it was where I went to in Nigeria, but I didn't get to hear my baby's heartbeat. There were times when I stopped feeling the baby movement. So I got quite scared at the time, especially considering when I came into the UK, it was quite stressful when I came in, and also I was just hoping this baby was fine. So hearing the baby's heartbeat gave me a sigh of relief. And after the heartbeat stuff and all of that, they said they would have to induce labor. In fact, that was actually the essence of giving birth before 40 weeks. Because when you're not up to 40 weeks, naturally labor is not there. So they need to induce labor. So fine. So they gave me we started the labor induction process and all of that. They injected me with the hormone, forgotten the name of the hormone. They injected me with it. I was having some pains and all of that, but it wasn't so bad. And I would like to state that the human relationship, that's what I mean, it was top notch. Considering that I'm black skinned, I'm an African, I would have expected maybe some sort of discrimination. And there was no sort of discrimination at all. All the nurses were all very nice, really caring. Sorry, the midwives. I don't know whether they are nurses here, but probably they are. Okay, maybe they are nurses in other hospitals, but when it relates to women who are expecting babies, it's called midwives, I guess. I don't know about all those things actually. So the midwives were very caring, and I even forgot to mention that here, before you give birth, there's a midwife that is assigned to you. So for everything around your antenatal stuff, you get to talk to this midwife. She checks on you from time to time. Is there any problem? and stuff like that. So after the hormone was given to me to induce the labor and stuff, I was moved to the delivery suite. The labor induction room. It was really, really comfortable, of course. Like, about it's more like a very big hall, but just let's say I think about 4 or 6 people in the hall. But of course, there are curtains that demarcate everybody's section, so you have your privacy. Nobody gets to like see you and all of that. And of course, I was with my partner, so there's one comfortable bed, adjustable and all, and a comfortable chair which you can like stretch out if you need to rest, if your partner needs to rest. And also, they served food also, and 3 square meals. And the food was, of course, coming from Nigeria, our food is usually spicy, and also it was more like trying new food. It wasn't really spicy, but of course it wasn't bad. It was cool. Just that it was quite strange for me, and I'm somebody who is more like a Nigerian food foodie. So that was that. So when we moved to delivery suite, there was this midwife who was assigned to take care of me. And while we were there, of course, she was so nice. Yeah, do we want biscuits? Do we want tea? And all, she checked the baby's heart rate and all of that. And at a point, while she was checking the baby's heart rate, I did not notice what was happening, but all I knew, or let's say all I found out, was that more than, I think, over 10 doctors rushed into my room, and I was wondering what was going on. So it was after a while that one of the doctors explained that, everything is fine, that they couldn't find the baby's heart rate. And that was why the nurse called them. The nurse had actually punched the emergency button without even letting me know, because I was just, in my mind, I was really impressed, because I knew that if it was in Nigeria, most likely the midwife assigned to me will like, Jesus. And most often the Jesus thing sends you into like panic mode. And also, I was really impressed that she noticed something was wrong, and she didn't show me that something was wrong. She just had to like punch the emergency button to invite all the doctors, and they all ran into the place immediately to make sure I was safe. They checked out everything, I was fine. So I was going to have my birth like natural birth, not the cesarean section and all of that. That was the plan. So after this hormonal drip was given to me to induce the labor, 6 hours later, I was still just about 3 centimeters. And of course, we're not going to work with that. So the doctor came in and had to advise me that, the plan was to have a natural birth, but as it stands right now, it's 6 hours plus, and the hormonal drip is like causing a lot of stress on the fetus. So it's not going to be safe to keep on trying and all of that, because if you keep trying, the risk will get higher. The baby would like probably not survive it at the end of the day. So he advised that I should try to have a rethink, so they could just do an emergency cesarean section. And also, I really did not have the time to even think about anything. I said, man, let's just go ahead with it. So I had to wait for a while for them to finish up with patient who was waiting, and they came in, they did the cesarean section. And even before then, the nurse had to come explain to me that, I could actually try different pain reliefs and all of that. That was concerning the natural birth and stuff. So I was using, I think, what they call that stuff, is it nitrogen gas? I think, I was using nitrogen gas, because the contractions were quite painful, and also I used the nitrogen gas. Initially, I didn't know how to like use it, so it wasn't that effective. Then when she taught me, I inhaled too much of it, and I was really drowsy. It wasn't really beautiful, like it wasn't a beautiful experience. But all through the time that I was having pains, contractions, and all of that, she was so nice. I think she said she's from Poland. I think Poland, right? Yeah. She's from Poland, and she was all nice to me, all caring. Even when she had invited the doctors to come in, like the emergency time, she had to explain to me when they later left that, she's sorry, all these people had to rush in, but this is the reason why they rushed him. She wasn't really understanding what was going on, so she needed to call people who were more qualified to handle it, because she knows too well that I won't forgive her if I find out that, something went wrong and stuff. So she explained everything. And then one thing that makes me really impressed about the health, like the experience here, is that You see, when you come to the hospital, before the doctors even get to touch your stomach, or the midwife, they're like, yeah, please, can I touch your stomach? Then there's this gel they get to rub on your belly before they put on the, like, I think all those them apparatus that they use for monitoring the baby's heartbeat and all. Before they put it, there's this gel they put there. They already let you know that, yeah, this is what to expect. Yeah, this is going to feel quite cold right now. They are really nice. Like, before they even have to like insert their hands in your vagina, they'll get to like ask for your permission. Please, can I do it? You know, a friend of mine was telling me how she had her birth experience in Nigeria. She was just telling me how while she was in the hospital, a nurse just came in, inserted her hand in her vagina, and she was just trying to ask her, like, what's going on? Because she didn't understand. She's a first-time mom, just like me. So she didn't understand and asked. And then the nurse told her that, no, the nurse did not answer her. The nurse just left her quietly, sat down, took her gloves off, and was pressing her phone quietly. So later on, the doctor came in and was asking her, yeah, she examined the vagina and all. So the nurse said, yeah, she tried to, but the girl seems to know all. Like, she's asking 100 questions, so she doesn't want to have anything to do with the girl. And she left the girl. I was like, Jesus. And, you know, here, before they even get to, like, insert their hand in your vagina, they'll first seek for your permission and tell you the reason why they have to do that. And I love the fact that here, for everything they do, every step they take, they tell you why it has to be so. They don't even need you to ask. They'll just educate you, like a brief education about it. And, you know, at the end of the day, I had to go for it, like the birth pain relief. I don't know how to explain all of that, but the epidural. So the epidural is more like you're able to give birth, even if you're having like the natural birth. You give birth, or CS. You give birth, but you're not feeling the pain like from down below. So normally they have to like inject you through one of the spaces within your spinal cord, like in between your spinal cord. So now there's like a way you have to sit down, adjust your back. So I couldn't get the position properly. The guy who came to administer the epidural to me, he tried, he kept injecting here. It was really painful. At the point I started crying. I said, I don't want epidural anymore. Like, I just want to give birth on my own. I'll feel the pain. I cried. And they had to advise me, that my midwife was just trying to tell me that I should just try to hold on. Since we've already started, let's just try. I should try. We're almost there. But he kept trying and it just wasn't going through. So they had to call somebody else to come in and try. So they called another woman who came in. She tried, and I think after 2 attempts, she just got it, and yeah, I was fine. So the birth experience was really nice. I ended up having this emergency cesarean section. It didn't even take, I don't think that took up to 20 minutes. I'm not sure. And it was brief. Every doctor was really nice. Of course, I wasn't seeing exactly what they were doing because they used a cloth to cover my trunk, so I won't get to see what's happening down below. But I was there, my eyes were open and all of that. They removed the baby, showed me the baby, so cleaned the baby in my presence, gave my partner the baby. So it's not even a situation where you're afraid that maybe they could exchange your baby with someone else, and that's just that. Yeah, and then the food part, 3 square meals, and in between, of course, those women come around letting you know, do you want tea, do you want this, that. The food was really nice, even with some extra treats to match. And also, I really enjoyed my stay in the hospital. The nurses and the midwives, they were all super caring. The doctors super caring. They even offered to take photos of me and my partner while we're looking at the baby. Nice compliments also. Oh, your baby is so beautiful. I've not seen a baby this cute and all. So they're really nice, very receptive also. So that's what my experience was like giving birth here in the UK. So my name is Winnie Underhall, and I'll be sharing my experience about coming here to the UK, what life is like here compared to Nigeria, my village particularly where I was coming from. So thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you'd like to be notified anytime I make another video. So thanks for watching again.